KSLA News 12 is the station that has you covered when you have questions and concerns about LEAP testing.
So, joining us this morning is local teacher and tutor Marquivia Campbell. For weeks now, we've been helping to field questions from parents, grandparents, caregivers, and they've gone right to your inbox, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so we're not going to waste any time. The first question is, why do they have to take the test?
Absolutely. So state testing is so important, and just like any other test, it's just a moment where we take a moment to say, okay, what do you know? What have we done throughout the year? And so we use this assessment at the end of the year to sort of measure where we are.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes me a little nervous, but
Me
that's
too.
okay.
Don't be nervous. It's okay.
All right, the second question is, how can I help my third grader prepare for this test?
Absolutely. So there is an intense focus on elementary school children this year. I don't know if everyone knows this, but state testing it begins in the third grade. And the reason why we want to make sure that we do everything that we can for our third graders is because we use the data from elementary school to sort of understand maybe their path throughout middle and high school. So what you can do for your third grader, make sure that you're going over their reading, make sure you're going over their English, and make sure you're going over their math skills. Those are the top 3 things that you need to do. Go over those skills.
Okay, but wait, we shouldn't freak out if they do not do well. And I'm saying I wasn't a good test taker, but I graduated salutatorian of my class. So that doesn't mean if they don't do well, they're just going to fail all the way through high school.
No, absolutely. You know, there are so many other options that we have throughout the
Okay.
school year. So there are moments when we say, okay, we don't do well this time. There are other things that we have embedded into the system to help them throughout the year,
Okay.
even during the summer, to make sure that the next year is not as difficult for them.
Okay. I'm concerned about my child's cognitive ability to complete the assessments. What do I do? That's a question that you had.
Absolutely. So when they talk about cognitive ability, we're just simply talking about understanding. That's all that means. And guess what? That's everyone. That's why we go to school. So if you're concerned about that, let's look into some tutoring programs, okay? What does the school offer? Tutors like myself, you know, you can find those sorts of things, find online resources, you can find other things that are out there to just help them move along the way and make things a little bit easier for them.
Okay, I don't
good.
know who sent that first question in, but I'm with them. Why do they have to take the test?
Right?
You know, we have used you for tutoring. You can go ahead and share with them how. Am I overly concerned?
You are just a little overly concerned. It's okay. It's a little, and we were joking earlier, you know, I've worked with Dominique's children for a couple of years now, and her children are so smart, you guys. But just like any other parent, you know, you get concerned about these tests. And so what I always tell my clients, my parents, my students, we are doing everything that we can inside of the classroom to ensure that they get what they need in 8 months. So when that 9th month comes, they're able to succeed and do what they need to do. So that is reinforcement, that's tutoring, that's, you know, RTI, all sorts of interventions that we're doing inside of our schools here in Caddo, all around Shreveport-Bossier.
I should have booked you this week for some reviews.
I know, that's right. We need
For
the practice
myself,
packets.
too. And for Sydney. Okay.
We're sitting here going through all of it.
All right, coming up in our 6:30 half hour, Marquivia has some sample questions from actual LEAP tests in the past. We're going to talk about some ELA questions as well as some third grade math.
Woo!